Hey guys, what do you do when your Weber Boston butt gets interrupted? I'm going to show you exactly what to do in this video. So today we were faced with some challenges. I had a Weber Boston butt pulled pork I was getting ready to do. It was going to be delicious. I was going to go for the full 9 to 10 hours. But something else came up, something I think was going to be a little bit more fun. So I'm going to show you what steps we took to pivot our cook and just roll with it. And this video is a little bit about shenanigans and the fun I pulled on Instagram the other day, and also showing you how we like to party in Maryland. Well, some of us like to party. So I hope you enjoy it, and at the end of the show, I'll go over any final show notes. Thank you. People always want to know, what's the first step to preparing a perfect pork Boston butt? Well, it's simple. The first step is putting a little whiskey in your coffee. Cheers to the weekend. In all seriousness, I did not need to trim up this Boston butt. That fat was a adequate level, but my Bubba blade was feeling a little neglected, so I decided to give her a little use. Now, the reason I'm scoring is actually, there is no reason. I just felt like doing it. To get more spices in the cracks, that's fine, but you really don't need to do that. This is all just for Kevin's satisfaction. And then always use Neil Sirrop's damn good rub. This was a quick clip I shot for Instagram and put up there. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I do add little videos of my cooks, and you will also be notified of when I'm doing a new cook. This is a snake charcoal method I'm using for today's cook. What you do is you basically wrap it around, so you start the charcoals at one side, and you can see that wood. That wood should be finished cooking at the 4-hour mark. And that's where you get most of your smoke, the first couple hours of your cook. After that, you're just basically cooking it. As you saw right there, that was me just starting my charcoal up in my chimney with my propane torch. Like I said, that should be 4 hours of cook time with the wood getting in that first 4 hours. So the way the snake charcoal is set up is to cook for about 12 hours at a constant temperature. And let me tell you, it did hold at 220 to 240 the entire cook. So I was very happy with it. No complaints there. Make sure to set your probes in. I've been seeing a lot of my more experienced YouTubers put 2 probes in just to get the different temperatures. I want to show you what I did with that excess fat. You throw that on your fire, and your neighbors will be knocking on your door wondering what you're cooking. So I did that basically to mess with my neighbors, throw a little fat on that fire, and it was smelling like bacon. I also decided to make a little fire for my Weber to keep it warm. So this is the 4-hour mark, and I had to pull it off. I was going to do my full 9 to 10 hours, but my friend called me up and said, hey, come on over for a party. I'm doing oysters and pulled pork. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm going. So I decided to pull it at 4 hours right when I was hitting the stall and just throw it in a crock pot. You can do this. This is how I've cooked probably 100 Boston butts, is putting it in a crock pot. It is a super simple method. So now it's the morning, day 2 of cooking Boston butt. That's right, you need a little bourbon, a little whiskey in your coffee. I'm just kidding today, not going to do that. Now you just keep pulling out your pork and putting it on a tray or whatever's easiest for you to shred it. I've actually sometimes, I used to just do it right in the crock pot. So there's nothing wrong with that. I have seen those huge, ginormous bear claws. I've just always used a fork. I am tempted to get the bear claws, especially for when I do a full cook on my Traeger or Weber for Boston butt. All right, I decided to finally make my own vinegar sauce. So I did use that Jack Daniels this morning. I put it about a shot of Jack Daniels, and then I wanted to burn it down and burn off the alcohol. So I didn't do it for too long, just a nice quick burn. Hopefully that dissolved the alcohol. I actually don't know the science of that. So if you do, in the comments below, feel free to educate me and our other fans. Apple cider vinegar. I could take straight shots of apple cider vinegar. I'm a huge fan. I just toss in some red flakes. Tasting this now, I did add quite a few. It does have a lot of zing to it. And I also, as you can see, I'm grabbing something else. What do I come back with? Coconut sugar. I use coconut sugar instead of brown sugar just to change it up. Everybody uses brown sugar, so I figured, you know what, how do I get my food to taste just a little bit different? And I feel like this is a more mellow sugar than brown sugar. And that's what we're all here for, folks. Trying new things, adding different seasonings, and I encourage you to do that. Old Bay from Maryland. Everybody puts Old Bay in everything. I decided not to do it. But if you have done Old Bay in your sauces, let me know. Let me know how it turned out. All right, then here's the finished product. You just put that hot sauce, or not hot sauce, that vinegar Carolina barbecue sauce all over your pork to really keep it moist and to also give it that zing. You can taste the smoke flavor. You can taste everything. Now, you're about to see why I was not able to finish this cook on the smoker. Like I said, my friend invited us over for some amazing oysters. Oysters were so delicious. He put compound butter on them. As you can see, it's really easy reason to stop what you're doing and head on over for some awesome food. You all might recognize our friend's kitchen. We butchered half a cow in that kitchen. Crazy experience, lots of fun. And when you're not cooking or having cocktails inside, look at this view. This is beautiful Maryland. And look at that smoker. We've done a ton of pigs on that smoker, and this is where he did his own Boston butt today, which turned out delicious. We do so many fun cooks on this, and it's a real honor to be able to use it. And then, obviously, after you're done cooking, it's time for a little beverage. Take your pick.
All right, folks, so you just saw kind of the craziness that happened all in the matter of 24 hours. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to our friends for having us over. Great oysters and great pulled pork. And my pulled pork in the crock pot, as always, turned out excellent. So I enjoyed it. A couple things I want you to take note of was the snake method. Very cool. First time I ever tried it, very happy with it. I thought, I can't wait to try it again as soon as I'd finished it. The other thing to note is that cook was gonna take a full 9 to 10 hours. I was just hitting at 4 hours the stall. So I was gonna either have to start getting ready to wrap it, which I didn't wanna do quite yet. So I was gonna have to push through that stall probably for 2 to 3 hours, kind of raising the temperature. So the smoke that had gotten on that Boston butt had already taken place. So throwing it in the crock pot or throwing it in the oven or using a different fuel to get that to where I wanted it to be probably wasn't the worst decision. I'm still yet to finish a Boston butt, or pork shoulder, any type of cut like that on the smoker. I've had errors where my Traeger ran out of pellets when I was gone throughout half the day, and now other methods with smokers, I just haven't gotten it through the stall because other things have come up. And this has happened on a stick burner too, a couple years ago. So I do one day want to get through a full cook, but at the same time, comment down below if you think, hey, I throw mine in the crock pot after I get that smoke on it anyway. Smoke's only gonna get on there for 3 to 4 hours, so it doesn't matter after that. I'm always very happy with how my crock pot turns out. If you like this and you want to see more Weber videos or Weber versus Traeger, I'm going to put those right over here. Don't forget to subscribe, click on that thumbs up button, and leave some comments. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.